Sofia the First, the Princess Test.
One day at the Royal Prep, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather float into Sofia's dance class. "May I have your attention, please?" asked Flora. "We won't be having a dance class today. Instead, you'll be preparing for a very important test." "The Princess Test," Merryweather adds. "It's your chance to show us everything you've learned about being a true princess," explains Fauna. "Everything?" Princess June exclaims. "But we've learned so much." The fairies explain that the test will take place in the ballroom right after school. "Good luck, everyone," Fauna says as the fairies flutter out. The girls head to the library to prepare for the princess test. The librarian, Mrs. Higgins, finds them books to study and wishes them luck. Sofia starts to worry.
I haven't been a princess very long. There's so much I don't know.
"Just make sure you look gorgeous and your gown look gorgeous like mine, and you'll do fine," Amber assures her. "That's the most important thing to know about being a princess." Hildegard flips open her fan. "And be sure to know how to properly flutter your fan. That's a must." Sofia hopes she can remember everything she's learned so far about being a princess. The princess test is about to start. "You go on without me," Sofia says as the others head for the ballroom.
I want to make sure my dress looks perfect.
The other princesses pass Mrs. Higgins.
Princess Amber,
The librarian calls out.
can you help me? I wish I could, Miss Higgins.
Amber replies.
But the princess test is about to start. I understand, dear,
Mrs. Higgins says. She asks June and Hildegard for help, but both girls apologize and hurry past as well. Finally, Sofia comes along.
What's the matter, Miss Higgins?
She asks.
Oh, thank you for stopping,
The librarian cries.
I have to bring these books home, but my wheelbarrow broke and I can't carry them myself. Will you help me? I don't live far, just down the path a wee bit.
Sofia glances toward the ballroom, not sure what to do.
Of course.
Sofia sees that a tree has fallen on the footbridge that leads to Mrs. Higgins' house.
How are we going to get to your cottage? Well, there's another way, but it'll take a bit longer.
Sofia gulps.
Longer? But that might make me late for the princess test. I understand if you need to go back,
Mrs. Higgins says. Sofia thinks about it. Then she shakes her head.
I can't let you carry all these books by yourself, Miss Higgins. Lead the way.
Soon they come to a narrow path between two boulders.
After you, my dear,
offers Mrs. Higgins. Sofia steps forward. Then she stops.
I'm so sorry, she said.
A proper princess will say after you. Mrs. Higgins smiles.
But you are a proper princess. Well, I wasn't born a princess.
Sofia sighs.
Sometimes I feel like I need to keep proving that I belong.
Mrs. Higgins pat her shoulder.
From what I've seen, Sophia, I think you make a wonderful princess.
After a while, Sophia and Mrs. Higgins came up upon a stream.
Where's the bridge?
Sophia asks. Mrs. Higgins chuckles.
Oh, we don't need a bridge. We can just walk across the rocks.
Sophia hears the school bell in the distance. The princess test is starting. She needs to hurry. Sophia follows Mrs. Higgins over the slippery rocks. While she tries to keep her balance, she drops her fan in the water.
Oh no!
Cries Sophia.
Hildegard said the fan is really important part of the princess test. Now I lost it and I'm late. What am I going to do?
Once again, Mrs. Higgins offered to let Sophia turn back. But Sophia knows the books are too heavy for one person to carry.
I'm not leaving until we get you home.
Sophia insists.
Besides, my gun still looks nice. My sister said that's the most important part of the test.
Mrs. Higgins points ahead. My cottage is just through those trees. To get to the cottage, the two must pass through a muddy bog. Sophia holds up the edge of her gown to keep it clean. There's just one problem. The mud is slippery. Halfway across the path, Mrs. Higgins slips and falls. Sophia tries to catch her, but she falls in the mud too. Her gown is filthy. I'm so sorry, Sophia, Mrs. Higgins says, arriving at her door. But I couldn't have made it home without you. Thank you. Sophia smiles.
You're welcome. I may have missed the princess test, but it was worth it.
Mrs. Higgins has a twinkle in her eye.
Don't give up on that test just yet. Come this way.
Mrs. Higgins leads Sophia into the cottage, which transforms into the royal prep ballroom. All the other princesses are inside, along with Flora and Merryweather.
Sophia!
Amber exclaims.
Where did you come from? And what happened to your dress?
Sophia is confused, especially when she sees a second Mrs. Higgins standing nearby. The first Mrs. Higgins pulls out a wand and transforms into Fauna.
I used magic to make myself look like Miss Higgins.
Fauna explains.
It was all part of the princess test. One of the most important things about a princess is practicing kindness. A true princess always helps a person in need.
Mrs. Higgins nods. Even if it means giving up something very important to you. Amber and all the other princesses ended up doing well on the princess's test. The fairies reward them with a sparkly silver star.
But Sophia was the only one who stopped to help Miss Higgins, so she wins a special gold trophy. Can I hold it?
Amber asked eagerly.
Of course you can.
Princess Sophia says with a big smile.
The end.